Breath of the Wild. This most ambitious of Zelda games pits Link against perhaps the most difficult challenge a young man can face: feeding himself. Today, I will be cooking every single recipe from Breath of the Wild and re-ranking their heart bonuses based on how yummy they are. Yummy. I don't think I've used the word yummy since I was 6. The single ingredient recipes are also out of here unless they are actively transformational, like an omelet or honey candy, but most of these recipes are just putting an ingredient over heat. Ooh, look at Gordon Ramsay over here making warm milk. As far as the cooking goes, we're going to be keeping it as true to Breath of the Wild as possible. We will not add any ingredients not listed in the recipe. That includes salt and pepper. That's gonna suck. Now that we've narrowed it down to 78 recipes, let's talk ingredients. Some of these recipes need specific ingredients, others are more vague, like asking for any fruit, which, can I just say, is not how cooking works. Obviously there's room for creative substitution, but when I can make the same fruitcake, whether I use an apple or a durian, a fruit that smells like turpentine and wet garbage, that feels like a weird loophole to me. And it's a loophole I'm going to exploit the hell out of. That's science, baby. And that's it. 78 recipes, 33 ingredients. Now all we need is a kitchen. And luckily, our sister site Eater was willing to lend me theirs for a whole day because they have obviously not seen how these Unraveleds go. There could be some food today that will harm us. That's science, baby. That's cooking, baby.
Could use salt.
We'll be saying that a lot today.
Really?
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's just a mush.
That's some spicy mush.
First tasting done, we realized we had spent over an hour on 9 of the 78 recipes we needed to get through. We are looking for speed over quality. Holy shit, he made it look so much easier than it is. Please don't do a close-up of this.
This is looking great.
I mean, compared to what, Patrick? Compared to what am I doing this well? Meat was browning nicely, the risotto was looking creamy, and the beautiful aromas were almost enough to keep my mind off the fact that we still had 60 recipes to finish in roughly 6 hours. That's science, baby. No!
Oh.
Oh no!
Steam Poggy.
It looks so bad. Okay. That's cooking, baby. Risotto time. Let's start with the standard, the mushroom.
Ooh. That's good.
Adam!
Butter and
Holy
salt.
shit, that might be a transcendent experience, and maybe it's just because I went so low 2 minutes before this point. You know, if this was something other than a steamed porgy, that would have been a really lovely shot right there. If you say more than 3 hearts, I'm firing you.
It just tastes like honey. Oh, there's the fish. Okay.
I was really looking forward to this. Shall we break into this really good bread that we made?
I feel like I'm holding a Ritz cracker right now.
Maybe it's the fact that most of these meals haven't had salt, but this is fucking good.
This is great.
This is really good.
It's just fried bread.
Patrick, have a place. Good. That's good. Clayton. This is good. This might be the best thing we've made. We still have about 26 recipes to get through. It's 4:30, and we have to be out of here by 6. We left some of the hardest recipes for last. We're gonna take some liberties.
Okay.
Well, now we get to perhaps my favorite meal of the whole day, and it's got a watermelon, a radish, a dragon fruit, and milk. So, shall we?
Cheers. I don't hate it. I really don't.
I just wish it was something else. If I had 4 ingredients out in survival, I would not put a watermelon, a dragon fruit, milk, and a radish into the same
Yeah, well, I would
thing.
eat them separately.
About an hour left on the clock, things got hectic. Eggs were flying, rice was frying, and I had the unenviable task of deciding how to make an egg pudding without having the time to steam, chill, and make caramel for the pudding. So, I just cracked an egg into a pan and put sugar into it. That's cooking, baby! Until we had to make the cakes. We decided to make pancakes because, again, we had to do these in pans. But the fruitcake posed a challenge. So we chose to cook that one last while we got ready to eat everything.
Oh, that looks like a beef patty. We just cooked a fruitcake that looks like it'd be served at McDonald's.
You guys feeling pretty full?
We've had 7 dishes really quickly.
I'm feeling upset that I've eaten like 70 dishes so far.
We've only got 10 left, and one of them is this, and we can look forward to that.
Stop pointing to it. This is egg pudding. What's in
Yeah.
it? What's in this?
Well, that's milk and sugar and eggs. And we didn't have the ability to do a real egg pudding, so I kind of just made sweet scrambled eggs. Oh my god. It's so much food I expect to be one way, and it is so not that way.
On first bite, it like coats your mouth in these tiny curds, and it's just very unpleasant.
This will hurt you so much. Let's have something that's slightly better, namely mushrooms and apples. This is our hot fruit and mushroom mix. I can take one for the team and just have this.
We both gotta suffer.
Those do not blend together.
Those very two distinct flavors.
They are at war in my mouth. That's cooking, baby.
I'm sorry. I feel like this fruitcake is like staring into my soul. It looks too much like me.
What the fuck did you do?
Exactly what it told us to do, Patrick. It looks like a slice of brain. I will put it out there. Here's the thing.
Okay,
we don't have to worry about it being raw because there's no eggs in it. The last one. We can do it.
Please don't ever ask me to do this again.
Okay.
You know, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna swallow it, but
Yeah, it could have been way worse. Adam, now that we have eaten 78 of Link's very own recipes, how do we feel?
I feel like I can't distinguish tastes anymore. I feel like my taste buds have just been shot to hell.
Yeah.
I do have a newfound understanding and appreciation for Link in Breath of the Wild, cooking all of this on the fly.
Yeah, this was a real challenge. I'd say that what I learned here is that Link is definitely a better cook than I originally gave him credit for. Some of these were actually very tasty. That being said, stick to what you know, Link. Don't try to make fruitcakes. Don't try to make egg puddings out in the wild. I think you've got your fried egg and rice. That's delicious. Stick with it.
You've got a wok, you've got a flame. Why are you steaming things?
Yeah.
Don't steam things. Do one thing well.
Do one
That's
thing
all
well.
you need to do.
Never change. Stick to what you know.
Never try and improve.
Don't try to get better in life. Those are the things I learned today. And I think the big thing is that it could have been worse.
It really could have been worse.
Not the worst salmon I've had.
It's not the worst thing.
Not the worst.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been way worse.
Could have been worse.
That's cooking, baby.